Welcome back, everybody. When it comes to insuring you and your assets, you know, sometimes the best way isn't with just one company. Well, over at Bob White Insurance Agency, they are an independent insurance group, and they represent over 16 different insurance companies, allowing them to work with you to find the absolute best policy to match your needs. This morning, Bob White himself is here to talk about this unique approach, and he's here with his son, Bobby, who is also an associate in the business. Hello, gentlemen. Nice to have you here.
Good morning, Linda.
I love this approach. Tell me why your clients just love it.
Well, I try to tailor my approach to the client's needs. We're now in a generation where some still like traditional hand phones, others like to be texted, others like to be emailed. I'm also the type of agent that I don't take a day off. I don't have the word vacation in my vocabulary. Clients will have an issue, could be Friday night. What do they do typically? They're going to get somebody's voicemail. In my case, my clients will get my cell phone number. So that in itself alleviates a lot of additional stress, makes them feel much more comfortable. So those are just a few of the ways to separate.
And you know, Bob, customer service is something that, you know, a lot of people don't pay any attention to it anymore, but yet when people like me need you, it's at a point in their life. Maybe there's some changes in my life, maybe something has happened, maybe it's a good thing, maybe I have an addition to my family. You're a very, very important person at that moment. And to have someone like you and your agency be able to say, we'll find something that will tailor to what your needs are, instead of, well, here's our list of stuff, here's something that's closest to what you need. That's giving them the world.
It is, and when somebody gives me their current policy, I do not look at it like it's golden or it's the correct way. I sit and do some fact finding with the clients. I explain to them what their coverage is that they currently have and what is going to be recommended or proposed. Many times the client has no idea, other than the bottom line price, what they have.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
Most of the time they find out after the loss, after the accident, I didn't have this, or I only had this much of that. I want the client to know ahead of time, and let them make the call. The old commercial, you make the call. It's their decision.
I can imagine that the clients must absolutely leave your office feeling so secure, and that must give you a good feeling too, that you know you're doing the very best for them.
It's a big satisfaction to put my head on the pillow knowing that they have the proper coverage. For example, we've had a number of weather-related issues in the last 6 months. Those who had the proper coverage and their basement filled up with water from a sump pump had enough coverage. Others who didn't found out the hard way.
And that was a big lesson to learn too. That was a pretty hard way. Bobby, what do you learn from this guy?
I've learned a lot from him. I started from the bottom up, so I'm a recent college graduate at UB.
Fantastic, congratulations.
Thank you. I've really taken a focus on the younger graduates. Coming out of school, they're in debt, they don't have a lot of money. Last thing they want to do is overpay for car insurance.
You are so right.
So the advantage of our company, we have 16 of them, so we always have the most competitive rate. Shop your insurance around.
That's great. And Bob, we're talking about car, motorcycle, home, your basic needs.
All of the insurance that you would need, we can handle. And
Bob, if somebody who was watching this today saying, well, I've been okay with the things that I have, but you know what? Think about it, folks. If you've gotten your insurance 20 years ago, your life has changed, and probably your needs have changed too. It's a perfect time to come on in, have you review those policies, and maybe make some changes, and maybe you'll pay less.
Very, very good point. There have been a number of examples in the last year and a half where they've been with a carrier for 20 years. Today's quoting ability and the new ways that they come up with rates, their savings are huge. $600, $800 price ranges with better coverage. So I can look at a quote and ask them, or basically indicate, you've been with this carrier for many, many years. Because the way they bought it, it sat on the shelf. And much of the communication from my current peer group, I don't think they're communicating with the client.
No, I'm pretty sure they're not. It's really wonderful to know that when I need to talk about insurance, or I need to go and make a claim, I need to speak with a real person, you're a Western New Yorker, you've been in this business a long time, you're the face and you're the cell phone number I'm going to get, not a 1-800 number, and that means the world to the clients out there who want someone like you in their life and taking care of them. Bob, and I think people need to know that you're not a cookie-cutter organization. In fact, you were telling me earlier that you're here to educate, counsel, and guide. And that's important because you want to make the distinction that you're a broker and not just an agent.
Very true. An agent is a person that only represents one insurance company, and they have no control over rates, no control over coverages. It's sort of a disadvantage to the client. When you have a brokerage and you have multiple companies, no one company holds you captive. Companies start taking rates, there's no panic. We just reshuffle the deck, we just find them another home with the proper coverages and pricing. The agent has nowhere to go, no flexibility.
So that really makes it so much better for the client to work with you because you are aware of so many different policies and you can save that client money.
Very true. There's coverages that we offer that other carriers don't offer. And it's because the client doesn't even know they're available. So I do take the education process very serious. I counsel. I look forward to talking with the young drivers. I give them some sort of tips on what to do. Since you can't coach your own kid, I could coach the young driver.
Hey everybody, this is Bob White, this is Bobby White, and we're talking about the Bob White Insurance Agency, all right? If you're looking for someone here's local, who you can trust, who will help you make the right decisions and save you money, because they do have opportunities for discounts as well. You want to get these folks on the horn and get them on your team, okay? Get the folks from Bob White on your team. All right, here's the information as we go to break. Thanks for being here, guys. Come on back and visit.
Thank you.
And we'll take a break and be right back.